It's New Release Tuesday, so let's talk about some of the new books that are coming out today that you might want to add to your TBR. All the Other Mothers Hate Me already has an adaptation in the works. It is about a single mother that becomes a reluctant private investigator to clear her son's name after his classmate and the class bully goes missing. The Antidote by Karen Russell is a gripping Dust Bowl epic that follows 5 characters whose fates become entangled after Dark Sunday, a historic and cataclysmic dust storm, ravages their small Nebraskan town. Counting backwards sounds so good. It is based on a true story, and a lawyer takes on pro bono cases at a nearby ICE detention center and uncovers a horrifying pattern of medical malpractice within the detention facility that ends up having shocking ties to her own family. A Gentleman's Gentleman sounds wonderful. It is about Lord Christopher Eden, who is an eccentric recluse who shuns the normal trappings of high society, but he is forced to find a wife lest he give up his inheritance. And this is impossible, seeing that he's not attracted to women, so he decides to enlist in the help of his valet, who is reserved, but together they build this uneasy friendship, and as the deadline looms, secrets emerge, which complicates their growing bond. I'm really intrigued by Liquid. This is about a young, unnamed Muslim scholar who has just gotten her PhD and finds herself stuck in the mire of adjunct professorship. So she decides to go on this quest to marry rich, and she tackles it as she tackled things during her PhD program. She creates this very extensive spreadsheet, and she is committing herself to 100 dates over the course of a single summer. But then by the middle of the summer, reality hits, and this takes her back to Tehran, where her family is, and it forces a long overdue familial reckoning. Finally, Vanishing Daughters is horror set in Chicago, and after her mother's death, a journalist is haunted by eerie events that are occurring in their old Chicago Southside mansion. She's having visions of a woman dressed in white, she's hearing music, there's this overwhelming sense of dread. And she's trying to dismiss these as grief-induced hallucinations, but then a serial killer is really stalking the city of Chicago. And as she digs into the murders, a stranger reveals that her nightmares may hold the key to solving this case. And then we find out that the serial killer is onto her, and if she doesn't act soon, she might be the next ghost to haunt the city.